Hello there YouTubes, quick update on the heater. You can see all the bird shit on it, that's a bit annoying from the tree and the birds. Yeah, anyway. As I probably said, and I've said online a couple of times, I've now added the inlet or the extractor if you like, and that now goes from the office through the heater and out the other side, and that just has just a little cover just to keep it dry because it is a plastic tube. Obviously the fuel tank and everything's still going, and I will just show you the inlet. So now we have the inlet which faces downwards and the outlet from the heater which faces up, so that should circulate the air. Now the other thing we have is, I'll see if it will do it. I'll switch it on, long press. Okay, no, it says it's starting to work. Right, the other day when my wife switched the heater on, let me close the door, it's noisy. When she switched the heater on from the house with the remote control, it didn't fire up. Now we didn't know until I came out and said, oh, your heater's not on. And she said, oh, it should be, but obviously it wasn't. And what had happened was it was so cold, there was an issue with the glow plug because it was coming up with an E11 fault. Now I did a bit of research on the internet, and someone from America said that when it is well below freezing, they had the same issue with their heater, and what they advised was air filter, which is there. Disconnect the Jubilee clip, take the air filter off, then get a hairdryer or a hot air gun and literally blow hot air down the inlet pipe, which you can see goes through to the heater. And what I did was I actually felt the heater, the inlet pipe, as I was doing it to make sure it was getting warm, and it was. Now mine's slightly discoloured because I used a hot air gun. I thought, no messing, let's just get some proper hot air in there. And I blew hot air from the hot air gun into the inlet pipe for maybe 30 seconds, a minute. As I say, that is discoloured because I did have it on high, because I can cut this down. If it got burnt, I just cut it down and reduce the length of it. I've got plenty of slack. So I blasted some hot air in there, put the power back on, switched it on, and it fired up perfectly. So if you do get E11 and it is freezing cold, I mean it was -6 here, which is obviously, that's pretty cold for Kent in the UK. We don't normally get temperatures down that low. So yeah, -6. So if you get E11 fault code and you've got the facility to do it, you could probably do it with a hairdryer. If you could concentrate the heat from a hairdryer on high in there, all it needs to do is basically just warm the glow plug slightly so it doesn't give a fault code when it tests it. At least that's how it's described on YouTube, and that does seem to make sense. But other than that, it's been running perfectly. As you can see, that's fired up lovely. I have had the top off just to check inside it. Everything's still good. I do need to give it a proper sealing of some sort, because obviously this is just the old cupidol that I had kicking around in a shed at the back of the garden somewhere. But I will give it a proper seal at some point. But it does work. You can feel the air being drawn through there, and that's already starting to get warm. So E11 fault code, that's the cure, or that's what seems to work. I hope you find that useful, and obviously any further updates, I'll chuck them on the channel as people seem to watch this stuff. Happy days. And for those of you looking for a CB250 RS video, there are more in the pipeline. They will be coming, because that's what this channel is about. It's not about diesel heaters, but hopefully that helps some people out. So if you're watching this for a diesel heater and you like tatty old Honda motorcycles and someone waffling absolute bollocks, then subscribe. If you don't and you're just here for diesel heaters, I hope you found that useful, and I hope it gets you out of some trouble. Cheers YouTubes, speak soon.